Live from Florida and Jersey, WGOB Network is on the air. Girls and Booze in the house. I'm Doug.
I'm Frank.
Frank, I don't know. I never know. So every time I do this and edit this, I never know how loud I'm going to be. So like with the Oktoberfest episode,
What about
I found that the Oktoberfest festival episode, I was a lot like this, and you were even quieter than me. And in the second episode, I'm like, yeah, and you were still quiet. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Is it because I'm just not an annoying person like you when it comes to talking?
No, you're very annoying. It's just that you're like one of those like easy like Sunday morning type dudes. You're just like, yo, what's up, man? We over here just gonna have a beer, I guess. You know, just chill.
Maybe I should take this off so it's a little more sensitive.
It's not gonna do anything but pick up the
That is a good point.
pop and shit. Pop, lock, and drop. What's up, Frank?
Chillin', man. How's it going on your end, buddy? Is it getting cold up there?
Cold. It was fucking 80 degrees today,
80.
which I was not planning for. So like my place
Global
is
warming is real.
my place is, well, all right, take it easy. My place is 150 fucking degrees inside.
Okay. And you didn't have your AC on.
No, of course not. I didn't expect it to be 80 fucking degrees today. When I walked my dog this morning, it was like 50.
That makes sense.
So I'm sweating badly, and I often get my balls broken by you and others that like, just open a window, because like I keep my place sealed and just blast AC all the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me open my window. Let me open my my sliding glass door. You know, whatever.
And all the bugs in.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 these little fucking flying gnat fucking things got in, and I can't get them, and it's gonna drive me crazy. What people don't know is that before we went on, I switched this from black to white.
Yeah.
Because when it was black, this isn't the reason why, but when it was black, I could see one fly around behind me, and I'm like, oh, that's going to make me mental. But now I can't really see it. But just in case you see something fly by, it's not that like food is shooting out of my mouth. It's that
So
there's
it's not my mouse, not my mouse cursor moving around.
It's not. No. Yeah, I have my mouse safely over here to the side.
So you good? You good? Do you think you can record now? You know, after your 12-minute light situation over there.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a light problem,
Yeah, a little bit.
which doesn't seem to be a problem anymore.
Yeah. The funny thing is that you're like, oh man, this thing's making me look pale. It's because you are pale, sir. There you go. Got him?
No.
No, not even
Yes.
close.
I admit that I'm pale. By the way, you can see how you're annoying me because look, my forehead's turning red now. 'Cause I'm trying to get sweaty.
It's because your hat is tight and you have 90-degree weather in your house. Cheap bastard. Turn the AC on. Fuck it.
Well, no, but it's not that I wouldn't. I would have turned the AC on if I was expecting it to be 90 degrees.
Look at that greasy fucking hair right there.
I just got out of the shower, dickhead.
Yeah, you Guido-looking ass.
Depending on, hey.
Paisan.
By the time we finish, if we take too long, my shit's gonna be like this
Yeah.
because
Perfect.
that's how it dries.
Perfect.
Anywho, I can't leave this, and this is gonna be crazy. Every episode, by the way, it turns into like a let's discuss my hair kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing
And
it. Fuck your hair.
I don't want to turn this into that, so let's just leave the hat on.
Leave the hat on.
I'll sweat through it.
Yeah, there you go.
I went with the trucker cap, so
GoB.
it should breathe a little bit. I just realized this whole opening has made me sound incredibly high maintenance.
You are high maintenance.
It's not true.
Everybody knows it.
I'm very low maintenance. Not everybody knows.
You take a long fucking time to get ready to go out.
That is not true.
Every single time.
It's just because I like to iron and you don't.
That is
It's really
not
the only
the
difference.
case.
That is.
You sit there and look at the mirror and fix your hair for about 15, 20
That's not
minutes.
true. The hair is a relatively new thing. All right.
Yeah.
I used to keep it very short. It took me 3 seconds to do my hair.
Okay.
Now every morning, like when I'm getting ready for work, it does take me forever to do my hair because you don't understand. Here's what you don't see. Here we are. Now we're going to go right back to my hair.
I don't have good hair, so
Here's
it
what
don't
you
matter.
no, I have great hair. Oh, you're
Yeah,
saying
I don't. Yeah.
I have thick, full hair, but the other problem is that it's like kind of curly, kind of wavy, which nobody ever believes. But if I just let it dry, you would see. So when I take a shower and like I put just a little tiny bit of product in, I might as well put nothing in, right? So I end up having to load my hair with product to keep it in place because if I don't do that, it's gonna go right. So like I gotta like seal it to my head to make it look in some way professional before I go off to work. And I know it's too long when I start to like snap my comb in half because like I don't want to deal with it anymore and I can't get it to sit right and it makes me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I am high maintenance with my hair when I get ready for work. When I'm going out, for some reason, it's like when I'm not in any rush, and I'm just going out, I can just be like, and it fits perfect or it sits perfect, and everything's great. Nothing to worry about. It's just when I have to be somewhere, it makes me crazy.
Somewhere professional. You gotta go to work and look presentable. You're like, I gotta make this look a little better.
At least somewhat.
Let me get that Guido haircut going. Just
I fucking Guido, dickhead. I don't slick it back.
Yeah, you do.
I do not. What's up with you, Franco? It's new and different down there.
New and different. It's actually we got some cool weather this week, man. It's
80s?
been like like 70s. It's been fucking beautiful. It touched like low 80s. Like it's just been like nice and cool in the morning, drifting into like San Diego weather in the afternoon, and then it stays that way all the way through the night.
How'd you make out with the hurricane? You personally, like your area?
Good. My area is not too bad. Those are roads. A couple roads that washed out. A lot of trees down and shit. Power, and I just lost the gate, and I think my water softener system.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the digital display just says error on it now, and the casing for the digital display just popped off with all the exposed wiring, which is probably a good thing for electronics.
Probably something you want to get addressed, no?
Maybe. I mean, the water softener still seems to be working somehow.
Oh.
So I'll just keep feeding it salt till it burns down, and I end up having to buy another one for $4,000.
Can't take it with you, right? It was $4 grand.
Yeah, exactly. I don't got better things to spend it on, you know? No trips or anything. New experiences, beer, you know?
Children, wives, beer.
Mortgage.
You
know. Yeah. It's been pretty how do you say it's been a slow month. Shitty month, right?
What do you mean?
The shitty
month.
That's not
slow.
Not doing shit.
Shitty is not slow. Oh.
You know.
You mean in terms of leisure activities?
Yes, and having to go up there.
That's right. You came up here
for shitty reasons. And
That's
then,
right.
Yeah, coming back to a shitty job site, which nobody cares about, but
preparing for a shitty storm.
Yep, that was fun. But luckily, we did good, you know. Just fucking, I didn't even board any windows up, nothing. I did go down to Miami because I said, "Fuck that, I'm not gonna stay in the storm." So I went down there and checked out the palm trees and coconuts, you know.
Did you do anything exciting out there?
Nah, just barbecued and drank, literally.
Counts.
Yeah, chilling with family is always good, you know. So the one good thing about this weekend, at least, is there was no Dallas game this weekend, which makes it a lot easier for me to get through the Sunday. You know,
Dallas keep getting better even by being off because the Giants are fucking atrocious.
We're moving up in the rankings, baby.
Moving on up.
If we had a couple more bye weeks, we'd be all right.
Who would have thought that at this point in the season, the fucking Commanders would be leading the NFC East? I mean, I guess they were due, right? They have been steadily getting better.
Not for long. Daniels is out now.
Oh, is he? I didn't see anything yesterday. I had a project I was working on yesterday, so I saw no football yesterday.
I don't know if he's hurt for a while, but he was definitely out of that game. I mean, they're already whooping ass by that point, but he was taken out of the game, and actually saved me $10 on my bet because they voided the bet because he got hurt.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they refunded it, which is weird. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
just kind of assed out.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought too. I had no idea. Hey, maybe I'll start betting. I didn't know you could get your money back.
Well, you don't get your money back.
Yeah, I know.
They just leave it there for your next bet.
Is that like that fucking the Jamie Foxx commercial?
Which is?
I don't know. Have you seen? I don't really pay attention. I'm not a big better.
That betting.
It's like if you bet somebody to score the first touchdown, but they instead score the second touchdown, like you get some point. I don't know. You know what? I don't know because I'm making this up. I don't know.
Like a lesser odd or something.
Yeah, but I guess it pays you, but not as much, or you get something back.
Dude,
I don't know.
Calling out who scores the first touchdown pays very well.
Does it?
Yeah. There's a huge multiplier on that, so that's actually it's a risky one, but it's a good one.
See, that's kind of it feels like a Super Bowl prop bet is what that would feel like to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably right. Sounds about right.
I mean, as opposed to like a weekly thing. I'm saying, like, can you bet on the fucking coin toss every week?
Yeah, I'm sure you can somewhere. I'm sure you can bet on a coin toss.
Somebody will take that bet.
Yep, some bookie that'll chop your leg off if you don't pay him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What about you? What you did this weekend, man?
I had to go to my mother's in Pennsylvania to help her.
Fun.
Help her work on a little bit of a home project.
A renovation project.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you and I obviously have talked about it. I don't know if we've talked about it on here, but like she just had something that happened in her basement that caused like she needed to get a lot of work done in her basement. Yeah. So I went up there this weekend to start like laying floor. And Frank, obviously you've been to my house. The rest of the world's not been to my house. But when I had my house previously, I laid flooring there. And when I was done, I was like, I'm never going to do this ever again. It was not my most favorite experience ever. No. It's just like a lot of, I don't know, like the measure in my case for tedious. This. It was tedious in my case just because of the setup. Like you had to it was an upstairs bedroom, upstairs hallway, and upstairs bedroom. So bedroom, hallway, bedroom. Mm. And like obviously for the boards where it's like click, 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 everything's good. But you have the ones that are up against the wall that you have to measure and cut, or the ones that have to have like a weird L that you have to measure and cut, and that kind of stuff. And at the house, I would have to measure. Excuse me, already. Go ahead and run all the way down the stairs, out the front door to where I had the saw set up, cut it, run all the way back up the stairs, make sure it fit, and like if it didn't, you had to do it a second. And like I hated it
because you don't know the tricks. That's why.
Well, at the time, no, because it's the first time I'd ever done it, and like my back was killing me, my hands were killing me, my foot, it just took me and it ended up taking me far longer than I needed to finish. Because I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not finishing this. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So. Ironically, here we are a couple of years later, and my mom needed help laying flooring. And it was the same kind of thing where, like, in my brain, I'm like, oh, we're going to blast through. Because you've never been to my mom's house. But,
I've never been.
It's a big, very, very big concrete floor basement. And you look at it, and you're like, oh, it's just going to be like click, 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 like you're going to measure the sides and all that. But it's not quite that simple because, like, she has a wood-burning stove in the middle, and, like, it's on, I guess, concrete. I guess so. Like it's kind of like
pavers, like a raised edge or something.
Yeah. So like it's got like I'm gonna say brick. It's not brick, but it's got like concrete, whatever it is.
Pavers.
That the slab. No, like well, yeah, but it's like it's almost like a pedestal that the like the pavers sit on. I don't know. I'm overcomplicating it. Anyway, it's not a flat surface that you're gonna then brace the flooring against. So you got to kind of make up for it. And then like we had to cut. And then like at some point, for some reason, like my ability to measure and draw a straight line and cut just left me. And I cut like 2 or 3 of them in a row, too short. And it was just like, so you ended up like, it was like we did a good, I don't know, 4-ish hours, 4 or 5 hours of work or whatever it was. And you look at it and go, oh, that's all we got finished. Like I felt bad. Like there's no way this is all we did. So it was always going to be a multiple session thing, I think. But I think in my brain I envisioned it being more complete when I left.
It's a lack of practice,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean that is part of it. I mean I understand with this stuff, it's Pergo, right, that everybody uses. So like I understand with a straight edge you can cut it, snap it, and be good with it. But I couldn't get it to work like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like how you can like you score it, snap it, and goes anywhere. But like when I would do it, it like would fuck up the foam backing, and it was just like a whole thing.
Because you weren't cutting it all the way through like you're supposed to.
Yes, that is correct. I was not cutting it all the way through.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I guess you've come. Tell you what, Frank, I'll pay for your flight.
No, there is not a chance in hell.
Next time I go, you can come with me.
Pay for a flight for me to go up there to do fucking work.
Why not? Well, just one day's worth of work, and then we'll drink and have fun the rest of the time.
Nope. No. You'd have to bamboozle me, and I'd be inclined to have to do it. You'd be like, oh, let's go visit my mom. Hey, Mom, we're here. Let's fix the floor.
Well, so where the story was going is that she lives where she lives. She lives near, I don't know how much you know of Pennsylvania. She lives near Bethlehem.
Yeah, I know. I know where it's at.
There's a brewery in Bethlehem that I like quite a bit called Lost Tavern.
Wait,
and
didn't we do a Lost Tavern?
I think so.
We did. Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I'm not going to spend 20 minutes talking about it. It's just the ambiance in there is super cool because it's in a bookstore. It's like a brewery in a bookstore. It's such a cool little thing. I mean, they have more than one location, but this one's in like the Moravian bookstore or some bookstore in Bethlehem.
Cool.
It's very cool. So
you did that for 4 or 5 hours, then you went drinking.
Of course.
Perfect. That's a good finish of the day. Solid.
Speaking of drinking.
Yeah, let's get into this, man. To be fair, we should have done this episode like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago.
3. I was just going to say, this is going to be like this will be this is almost going to be like an experiment. How long will these hold up and be good? Is this going to be a bad beer of the night show, or is everything going to be all right? Or if these didn't hold up, I'm going to be really, really mad because I have a lot more of them.
Oh, good. Why didn't you send more then? I would have.
Because I didn't have any more boxes, and I filled that box. And you were supposed to send me a box that I could have then refilled, but apparently that box got discarded.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of boxes here. Amazon and such that it just fills up my garage, so I just go like this, go in there and start tossing them into my fucking truck.
But this one had the
I know.
beer holders. Perfect.
They gotta sell that shit on Amazon. I'm gonna go look it up.
I'm sure they do.
All right, I'll do that.
No, they for sure do, because when we in our infancy, when we first did this, remember we did the beer giveaway?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think it was called Whale Pod or Whale Pod Shippers or something like that. They sell all the stuff you would need to legally ship beer if you have the ability in your state to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably cheaper now since inflation's up like 6 times in the last 7 months or whatever, you know?
Yeah, you think it's cheaper?
Yeah. I wonder what shipping costs. I haven't shipped anything so far.
I can tell you what it costs to ship that shit to your place.
How much was that?
Fortune.
How much was that?
I'd have to go into my receipt. I really don't know. I think it was like $80.
Yeah. Damn, son.
I want to tell you.
I owe you like a blowjob or something. That is a hell of a fucking.
What's the or something?
Or something. I don't know. Something less graphic.
Yeah, please. Can we go with whatever that is? Fucking guy.
Holy shit, dude. That is a lot of money, dude. I guess.
Yeah, I want to say it was like $70-$80. Now, to be fair, though, I do select like the second day or third day or whatever the hell it is option instead of just like whenever they get there.
Yeah, I got you.
Because.
So expedited shipping.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be like still $40. Ooh, sorry, I'm fucking tired. Yeah, I think it's like almost 2 times what it normally would cost if you did that, right?
It's high. I forget because I've had somebody ship you stuff a couple of times, and each time I'm like, boof, when they tell me the final price.
I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't like this guy that much. Anyway, what we're talking about is Treehouse. Again, Treehouse Brewing. Our good friends at Treehouse that we've visited multiple times and talked about multiple times, but they keep putting out the same beer over and over again with different labels, so we got to keep talking about it. I'm kidding.
And they're probably going to be delicious.
Yeah, so we'll see. So anyway, if you're joining us for the first time, if you followed us here from the Hopped Up Network, if I forced you to follow us, if you're new, whatever, hey, welcome, goddammit, welcome. That's Frank. I'm Doug. We're the Girls of Booze. We're here. We're here to hang out with you. Just drink, have a couple beers, you know?
Yeah, bullshit, you know?
We have a structure we like to follow, which is 4 beers. And then we figure out which one of the beers was our favorite of the night. These are all going to be from Treehouse. Now, these were all purchased as a Father's Day gift for Frank, is how I framed it. I went up there for Father's Day weekend. And I forget why. You broke my balls for some reason that day. And I sent you a picture of like all the Treehouse. I was like, but I came here to get these for you for Father's Day. And, here we are.
I got them for Christmas.
Here we are in October, possibly November by the time you're hearing this. We'll see how busy my week is. And we're going to crack into these. So we're going to see how well they hold up. The benefit of Treehouse, though, I find, like Magnify by me in Jersey, is that a lot of times they put the beer out too green inside term. Like before it's really ready.
Yeah.
Like, so I think we could get away with like a month, but we might be pushing it here.
Yeah, how many months are we right now?
4, almost 5. We're probably on the outer edge of
bad beer of the night.
We're going to find out if any of these are better than others, I guess. This is going to be a good experiment, though.
Well, the good thing is I'm going to share with Nina, so I'm just going to pour some and be like, here you go, here's the rest. Unless it's really good, then I'll have her return it back.
And if there's any of these that you like, Frank, I still have like an entire shelf full of these fucking beers from that trip.
That is a lot of. Why would you buy so many beers?
Because how often do I go up there? And
How often do you drink?
That's part of the problem too. See, people always have the wrong impression about me that I'm like a heavy drinker and stuff. I don't really drink anymore because you abandoned me. So I drink with you on here, and an occasional beer here and there. That's about it.
Loser.
I know, what a fucking loser, bro.
What a loser.
Anyway, when I go up there, it's always the idea of like, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of this stuff, and then I'll have it for like when I go here or when I go there. If I go to a BYOB, or if we go throw hatchets, or if we go something like, it's always good to have some good beers, right? Or if I go whatever, and I have some beers I can give some people. I can send some to Frank and all that kind of stuff. And then none of it, other than sending a few to you, ever happens. So I wind up with a full fridge.
Perfect. So no food, just beer.
I have a small section on the shelf with food.
Yeah, he's like, I got this leftover lettuce that I've had in there for the last 2 months.
No, I did throw away a package of like frozen vegetables that I had made. Because like when I'm not eating like a complete dickhead, I have a very, very simple meal that I put together that I bring to work. And I bring the same thing every single day. It's ground turkey or ground chicken, one or the other.
Yuck.
It's rice, and it's like frozen vegetables, right?
Yeah.
That you microwave. Put them all together.
Staple meal.
Put them all together in one container. Bring the container to work. Throw it in the microwave. 2.5 minutes. You have a meal. So like I'll have the ground turkey for lunch. I'll have the ground chicken for dinner, or whatever the fuck, on days that I'm there long. Yeah. So in this case, it must have been one of these where I like had good intentions and then just didn't meal prep for the whole week. So like I had a full container of frozen vegetables, and I'm like, man, when the fuck did I make that? I don't even know where they. I don't know. I don't even know how long they were in there.
You're like garbage.
Because they were behind.
Container and all. Just throw it all out.
Oh, the whole thing. Absolutely. Because I have 1,000 fucking Tupperware containers. I almost said Tupperware as a joke. Tupperware. Yeah, you've seen that, right? You've seen that video clip? You throwing bees at me, baby? You've never seen that? It's these guys. You would know them. I forget their names. They're two famous guys. Like,
doubt it. I don't know who they are.
No, you do. 1,000% you do. One guy's a comedian, and we have a friend that's like big into him. Oh my god, what is his name? He's got like the little mustache thing. Younger guy, black hair.
Just said like 60% of the.
I know he's everywhere though. Hang on, because this is going to drive me crazy. Andrew Schultz, is that a person?
Andrew Schultz, yeah.
I think that's who it is. Hang on one second.
Skinny, tall.
Yeah. But is it? I don't remember if it was him or if it was like just these guys. I don't think it was him actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Hold please. We're almost there. Oh no, it wasn't him. It was Chris DiStefano. These two guys.
DiStefano. Okay, yeah.
These two guys. We're talking about. For some reason, I associate these guys with Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
But so this guy.
Practical Jokers guy? Oh, Chris. Okay, Chris.
He's just telling a story, whatever. And he's like, and you take the food and you put it in the Tupperware, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, hold on. What'd you say there? He said, what? And he says, what? And he goes, no, before that. He goes, Tupperware? He goes, say it slow. Anyway, he gets to the point where he goes, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was picking up there. You're throwing bees at me, baby. It's P, Tupperware. I was like, it's Tupperware? Always has been, always will be. I've been saying Tupperware. Anyway, whatever. The video is available on YouTube. Go find it. It's much funnier than me explaining it. Anyway, I have 1,000 of them, so I threw it away.
Perfect. And now you have 1,000 beers instead. And
now I have 1,000 beers, which is funny because I had the frozen vegetables. I guess because of pushing other beers from like other trips around, probably from the Chicago trip. The Tupperware had like worked itself behind. I have one of those like Brita cooler things on the left side of my refrigerator.
Yeah.
So like it had worked itself back there. So I just one day I'm like, what is reflecting in the fucking in
molding
the water?
Away in the back? Why does that water look moldy?
Yeah. So
perfect.
I didn't open it. I don't know if it was moldy. I was just like, whoop, throw that in the garbage.
Perfect.
Anyway, any process you want to follow here, Frank? You just want to grab?
I say you go grab for it.
All right, go ahead, grab something.
Okay. First one is Haze Punch.
Haze Punch.
That sounds like fun.
Haze Punch.
Oh, yeah. It's an American double IPA. 8.2% by volume. Woo! That's a good start.
The 1 pint can.
1 pint can.
And the standard silver can with the Treehouse label, which is various artistic renditions of that same Treehouse logo.
See, there's like pears, watermelons, melons, ice cream.
That's what it says. Haze Punch is a rendition of Haze featuring pineapple, sweet orange, passion fruit, and lime puree.
Oh, I was just looking at the picture. I wasn't even looking at the label.
Oh, yeah, okay. Haze does the heavy lifting here. The fruit provides delightful complementary flavors. It pours a glowing orange color, like every one of their beers, into your glass, and it carries notes of sweet peach, tropical fruit punch, and hoppiness. Oh, no, it says happiness. I was like, that doesn't say happiness. It's got to say happiness. It definitely says happiness. Fruit punch and happiness. Though simple in construction, it is meticulously executed to provide an excellent experience in your glass. Enjoy. Treehouse Brewing Company, Charlton,
Hopefully. Asterisk mark.
Yes. So to be clear,
4 months.
If we end up being tough on these, it's not their fault. We have sat on these for 4 months, almost 5 months.
Oh, look at that. Actually still looks pretty good. Listen, it still smells good as fuck, though.
My entire dining room smells like this now.
Cannot beat that.
One finger ahead.
One finger ahead.
This is the look.
The staple Treehouse look.
Right. I was just going to say, this is the look you're going to have to get used to here. It's that, like, impossible to see through, dark, cloudy, murky beer.
Yeah. Orangey goodness. Straight juice.
Straight juice. Thick, like cloudy pineapple juice, cloudy orange juice.
Yeah.
The head is bright white.
Bright white. Not much lacing. Just dissipated pretty quickly, too, actually.
Yeah, the head disappeared pretty quick. Yeah, lacing is fairly non-existent.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I got to smell this. Oh, man, it smells good, dog.
It does smell good. So far, I mean, the smell-wise, it's at least it's held up. We know that the smell is
smell-wise, the look is good. The feeling's right. The feeling's right, dog.
Feels so good. Feels so good inside me. I mean, I would think.
It is a little pungent, though, no?
Yeah, it smells a little stinky. Like, all of these have that, like, you've been working hard all day under your armpit kind of smell.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Like a stinky, sticky, juicy.
So you know it's going to be good.
Candied fruit smell.
Yeah.
Smells a little bit like candied, like what are those peach rings? Not peach rings, but like that type of candy, not peach specifically, but like like a sugary fake fruit fly flying around my head. Sorry, had a moment.
Shit. Oh fuck. Fruit fly.
Every little thing is gonna be all right.
Oh fuck! All right. Yeah, I think we're in for a good night, especially if we're starting with a double.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling they're all doubles. They must all be doubles, right? I don't know the Treehouse. Does Treehouse even make a single IPA anymore? I feels like everything I look at is a triple or a double, or a double or a triple.
Listen, I won't be complaining. If you're gonna make that trip up, might as well make it worth it. Get a fucking strong beer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it tastes like an older beer.
Right? It tastes a little bit off. Like a little bit almost medicinal. Yeah. Like a little bit of like a rubbing alcohol kind of back end.
Still sweet, little funkiness to it.
Fruit flavors are there, but it tastes a little bit stale.
Yeah, it does.
Oh boy.
But this is also 8.2, right? Like it could just be the harshness of it. I don't know.
My only concern is that it's a haze punch, and they go through all the reasons that it's punch, and it's fruity, and it's all that stuff, and it's kind of not really that fruity.
A bit of a mouthfeel there, right? Little chompiness there. Still not bad though.
A little thick.
Yeah.
A little thick in the mouthfeel. No, it's not bad. It's just well, who knows?
Yeah.
Let's keep this one in your head, and then if we get this same sort of sensation with each one, then we'll know.
Yeah. I will say this one's a lot. It's more citrus forward than I'm used to for them. Like it tastes almost like a Florida beer. Like I don't know if they said anything about citrus hops, but it seems like there's a lot of citrus hops in this one.
Oh, I don't know. Did they even say anything with the hops?
No, I don't recall hearing it.
I don't know if Treehouse does that. I can't remember if they do that. Like, hey, this one was brewed with Amarillo, and this one was brewed with whatever.
No, I don't think so either. This one's definitely getting a little stronger as we go. A little warming up right now. It's tasting a little bit boozy.
I've been holding it in my hand here to kind of warm it up. And the patent pending fucking $1 million Gruels of Booze glass with the obviously trademark infringed NWO logo.
Shh! Don't give them the secrets.
I think that it's. I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more.
It's actually
warming up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like it's not feeling as rubbing alcohol-ish to me.
It's not as harsh.
How much of this can did you drink? Because I'm going to top off a little bit.
More than you did.
Okay. Well, you did split it between two people too. Let's not forget.
I gave her a 5-ounce pour.
That's mine right now.
And I had the rest. I will say, no matter how this tastes right now, I'm actually pretty happy that we're having some Treehouse beers, regardless.
It's like, for those of us that don't get way, way, way too crazy about this kind of shit and hate brewers for no apparent reason, it's like what they say, there's no bad pizza, right? It's kind of like Treehouse. Like, it's a bad beer, but is it bad?
Yeah.
Like, there's no bad Treehouse.
You can't fuck it up.
It was better in Munson. Okay, thank you. But they're still pretty good.
Yeah. The only beer, and I know that you said this before plenty of times, that I'm not really a fan of is that Eureka, man. I'm not a fan.
Eureka
it stands real low on the totem pole for me. It's not bad. I'm just saying, like, it's not. It doesn't. It feels out of place with their beers. How's that?
You know what that is for me? Eureka, I like in the right situation. That's sap for me. Like I recognize that sap's a good beer, and I like West Coast IPAs, and it's kind of like a piney IPA, kind of like almost like a West Coast. I don't really dig sap that much.
Yeah, I gotta actually agree with you a little bit on that. I'm not a huge fan of sap either.
A little full, a lot of sap.
Now that you said that, you know what kind of pissed me off that I didn't get when I was up there? That Pepperco's beer from Hackensack would have been nice to have to bring back.
Well, had your trip been under different circumstances,
yeah,
I could have made a trip and then just brought it to you. But
yeah,
these were happening very quickly.
Yeah, I did. I also didn't pack like a normal bag, which is I will never do this again. I took like one of my leather duffel bags with me to travel. Don't ever do that. Get yourself a fucking suitcase that rolls. Carrying that shit through the fucking airport. And both sides of the airport where I land, like the JetBlue airport here in Orlando is new. And it's fucking massive. And it's a huge walk always because Newark, they put all the way in the back, I guess, because Newark is a shithole.
It's a fucking Jersey. Put them in the back.
Put them in the back, yeah. So they put you all the way at the tail end of the fucking the gates. So you have to walk with this fucking thing. I was like, never again. Nope, not happening.
No, I'm strictly a rolling luggage guy.
And my bag got checked on my way back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck I did this time, but I'm trying to figure out what was it. You know what happened to me going there is she was just like, oh yeah, just put everything here and take out the machines. All right, cool. I didn't realize I left water in my CPAP reservoir.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and then she was like, I didn't say not to take out the water. I was like, I didn't know there was any fucking water in there.
You terrorist.
I packed my bag at 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
You know?
It's such a, I'm not going to take a shot because, they're trying to keep you safe. So.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I was throwing up on myself. I was going to say it's such an annoying thing to do, but
yeah,
it's for your safety, or at least the illusion of safety, I guess.
Correct. And then, surprisingly enough, I took almost the same type flight back home. There was like nobody at the airport in Newark, which is kind of crazy to me. I went right to the fucking check bag shit where they scan everything this time. I did take like
leaving?
Leaving Jersey this time.
I wonder if it was just that no one was flying to Florida. Are you talking about in the main?
Yeah, I was heading back, during the hurricane.
Right.
Nobody was really trying to fly back.
People weren't rushing to get into line to go down.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because everybody was just like, oh, yeah, what are you doing? I got to get home, man, and prepare for the storm. I was like, yeah, it seems weird that we're heading towards the storm and everybody else is
fleeing.
Bro, when I landed in fucking Florida, the fucking terminals over there looked like a goddamn zoo, bro. Everybody trying to fly out. You can see a bunch of people with like green and purple hair, just kind of scared. Like you could tell they just got out of Disney,
just trying to get Halloween Horror home. Nights and shit. Just trying to get home.
Oh shit, dude! They were like fucking, bro. And I already knew it was like half those people were gonna have a terrible fucking week. You already know it. The half of them, their flights are gonna get fucking canceled. Like my first flight was canceled coming back home, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna get whatever flight I can get, and took off.
It does. I mean, listen, I'm sure there's things in place for this kind of scenario, but it does suck if you spend like fucking $2,000 to bring your family to Disney, and it's like, well, hopefully there's something in place that these people get their money back or whatnot.
Be like, hoo-hoo. Well, I got my money back for my flight that was canceled. So.
I don't mean that. I mean the thousands of dollars in Disney tickets.
Oh, no, never. They'll be like, hey, if you want, you can fly back, and we'll let you come back to the park for free.
Well, yeah, they must have something in place. Like, hey, you can change it for fucking this week or that week or whatever. I can't imagine whatever you think of Disney as an evil empire. I can't imagine they're like, oh well, go suck a dick.
Yeah, no.
Go suck a mouse's dick, you fucks.
Come back. Woo-hoo.
Did you see? Speaking of this, are you familiar with this with the Terrifier franchise?
I have no idea what that is.
So Terrifier is like the new horror icon. Like, you know, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, all that shit, right?
Okay.
So now there's Art the Clown.
Okay.
Art the Clown, I'm sure you must have seen this fucking clown. It's in like, he's got like a white-black jumpsuit on with like one white sleeve, one black sleeve, white face, black painted up mouth with disgusting teeth. You know, the little black lines.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I got you.
He doesn't speak during these horror. It's a horror movie franchise.
Yeah.
It started out as very, very low budget. It's still kind of low budget. I think the most recent one they made it for like $2 million, and the shit made like $20 million over the weekend or some shit like that.
Okay.
But it's like an absolute. I haven't seen them, so I'm only going on what people have told me. It's because I'm not into gore, and apparently it's like the gore fest, right? Like the dude does all kinds of. I mean, spoilers if you haven't seen Terrifiers, folks. But like apparently in one of them, either the first one or the second one, he like completely mutilates a girl in her bed, like chops off her breasts, arms, legs, fucking whatever, and they show it all in graphic detail. And then like he like joyfully skips into the room, starts dumping salt on her and dumping bleach on her, and just mutilates people in these movies, right? And people are going crazy for him. They love him,
of course.
So, which probably says something about our society.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to sound like that guy here.
Red flags everywhere. The federal government's just taking notes about the tickets. Don't use your credit card, folks.
Listen, I know very nice people that just happen to like these movies. But
Nina.
Anyway, yeah, Nina would probably be into them. Why did I make this point? So if you knew anything about the franchise, I would be like, oh, you know the guy that plays Art the Clown? So the guy that plays this character has also played an evil version of The Grinch, which I didn't even know was a thing. A movie called The Mean One, where he's the Grinch, and I don't think they can call him the Grinch, but like instead of like, you know, you're familiar with the Grinch,
yeah?
Right?
No.
Oh, I don't know. You don't watch a lot of movies and TV. You told me last time.
Well, the Grinch is like a staple fucking thing in society. So
instead of like tiptoeing into Whoville and like taking all their presents, apparently he like goes into Whoville and like chops their heads off and shit like that and fucking whatever.
Much better.
So it's the same guy. So anyway, the whole long round point that I'm getting to, since we're talking about Disney, is: are you familiar with Steamboat Willie? Do you know what that is?
No.
Steamboat Willie is the first Disney cartoon of Mickey Mouse, and it's like one of these like, you know, cartoons where everything's just like, you know, and so that's how it all started, right? Steamboat Willie. So I don't think they can call him Steamboat Willie, but that image, or they can call him Steamboat Willie, but the image, I don't know, some trademark has ended, right? Instantaneously, they're now making a horror movie about the little Mickey Mouse, and he's going to like terrorize people and chop their legs off and fucking murder. It's all this. It's the same guy that plays Art the Clown is going to be playing Steamboat Willie.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's the whole long roundabout story I was trying to get to. It would have been easier if you'd been like, oh, yeah, I know Terrifier. And I can be like, hey, the guy that plays Art, he's going to play Steamboat Willie, the little Mickey Mouse character, and kill a bunch of people.
You could have told me that I'd say yes, and it would have been easier for you.
I guess off camera, I can be like, whatever I say, just say, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, copy. Next time.
Anyway, the last sip thing is always never that good.
Never.
So.
Oh, shit.
I mean, what are you going to say here, right? Treehouse. I'm going to go 3.75. I'm going to go 3.5. I'm going to go low on purpose.
Yeah.
Go 3.5 here. It's not bad. It's again, I don't know if everything that's here was intended or if it's a little bit off, because the first couple of sips were very kind of rubbing alcohol-y. and that whatever fruitiness is here is kind of muted. But as it warmed up, it did get better.
Yeah.
The fruit flavors opened up. It still tastes a little boozy, but it didn't taste like alcohol, if that makes any sense. So
yeah, it definitely had a hazy punch to it. Yes.
See what you did there.
But yeah, I actually was gonna go 3.5 to begin with. I just think there was something that was a little bit off-putting on it. Again, I don't think that was the intention of the beer. I think it's more a product of how long it's been sitting. But it still has some good flavor in there. Like, I will still take this over like 80% of the beers that we would just buy at random somewhere, which is crazy to think.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed, yeah. A not-so-great version of this is better than some of the stuff that's out there that you find on the shelves.
Yeah. Woo! Man, that burp does not... It tastes like a armpit. Oh, God. You know what I was thinking about? I really got to get just a beer fridge, just like as like a nightstand, so that I could just have... It's not a bad idea.
You know the problem that I had with the beer fridge that I had is that it never got cold enough.
The Danby one.
Like, yeah. I just don't think that... Oh, yeah, do you have it now? Or you had it, right?
Yeah, I had it. I had it, and Joseph has it now.
No. You fucking re-gifter. It felt like it never got cold enough.
I lost half my house.
What do you mean you lost half your house?
I couldn't bring everything with me.
Oh, you didn't lose it?
Yeah, I didn't lose it, but, couldn't bring it all with me.
All right, Frank, next out of the Gorilla Sack is the very pretentiously named, which Treehouse is known for their pretentious names. Your most cherished future memories are happening right now. I shit you not.
That's why I sent a picture, because I wasn't going to text all that. I was like, we should grab this one.
This is a very, very artsy can. A couple of folks on the beach look like they're awaiting their death, right?
Yeah.
As a big tsunami rolls in on them.
Yeah, perfect.
And like Treehouse is like God up here watching the people about to die. And they're just, you know what? They're just accepting it. They're happy with their life up to this point. It's obviously a couple. They're in love. They're just going to end their lives together. Romeo and Juliet.
It looks like Treehouse is the one like blowing the wave out.
Or maybe they're not God. The Treehouse is causing the tsunami.
Yeah.
Your most cherished future memories are happening right now as an American double IPA. 8%
Perfect timing for this during a hurricane that we just had. Yeah,
literally.
It's about right.
Double IPA brewed with Rawaka. Oh, here you go. Here they announced the hops. Brewed with Rawaka and Citra hops. Our old friend Citra. Pouring a gorgeous hazy yellow color into your glass, it carries righteous notes of pink grapefruit. Thank God, fucking grapefruit.
Yeah.
Pink grapefruit, apricot or apricot, depending on how you prefer, and cantaloupe. You don't hear that a lot.
No.
With thirst quenching bitterness to entice your next sip. Sometimes we long for the days gone by, forgetting that the most precious moments of our lives may be unfolding right before our eyes. This beer encourages you to pause, reflect upon that, and enjoy what the present moment has to offer.
You're about to say pals. You were going to say pals. You're about to pals.
Pals. All the pretentious descriptions, it's going to look like every other beer, right?
Actually, this one's a little lighter.
A little lighter. Yeah, a little lighter.
Yeah.
This one looks like a hazy lemonade instead of a hazy
I poured it
juice.
like an animal this time.
You did. You always do.
Yeah.
One finger ahead. For a normal person, one finger ahead.
I got two.
White
Two
soap's
fingers.
out of your head.
People like it thick, you know?
I don't know.
So, like I said, this one's a little lighter in its hue. It looks almost like this one looks more like a pineapple juice. But
you and I never agree on
murky
these
as
things.
fuck.
Every time I say pineapple juice, you say something else. I said lemon juice. You're saying pineapple juice.
I mean, lemon juice is a little like almost whiter.
I don't think.
No?
Well, maybe. Okay. You know what? I'll give that to you. It's true. Yeah. It's probably even lighter than this.
But murky as fuck. This one has.
That's a standard Treehouse.
Very different lacing compared to the last one. Just sticks to the glass.
Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, the way you poured yours, your head has been hanging out a lot more than mine. Mine disappeared pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Fairly quick.
Yeah, but look at that lacing, boy. Look, still. It ain't moving, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You like my snifter glass without a stem?
I don't like anything.
What?
Yeah, isn't it just a tasting glass?
Shut up. No, it's a snifter.
Don't we both have those?
I don't think you got these.
I think I have one of those.
Yeah?
I'm almost positive I have one of those. I got it from The Alchemist.
All it is a bourbon glass.
Hold me down. Can you like lean it on its side?
No, it would pour right the fuck over.
Isn't it? Don't they have those though, right? Where like you put the ice cube and like you can sit it right on the side here.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an Alchemist glass that looks like that.
Like damn.
If I wasn't tethered to the desk, I would go get it and show it to you. Anyway, this one smells a little better than the last one, in my opinion.
It does.
It smells fruitier. It smells a little
fruitier, like less dank.
A little bit less dank. A little stronger though, like forward. Yeah. Like the flavors are more forward.
To me, that's the Citra, man. The Citra always like stands out. Those fucking hops. I don't know. I have a sensitive nature to fucking.
Nothing about you is sensitive. Actually, that's not true. You're very fucking sensitive.
Look who's talking.
Hold you down. I got it from watching you, or I learned it from watching you. Whatever the fuck the quote is. Tell me right now. Close your eyes and smell. Would you ever in your life be able to smell what a cantaloupe is? I don't know what the fuck cantaloupe smells like. Have you ever had a cantaloupe?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Dominican, bro. We eat all kinds.
What does that mean?
We eat fruits. We don't just eat mac and cheese.
They don't
biscuits.
Mac and cheese and biscuits.
I don't know.
What kind of combination is that? I think you just say fucking fruits, and you know that I'm never going to be able to tell you that you've never had them.
Just fucking eat it and try it one day, you dick.
Is there even a cantaloupe in fucking DR?
Yeah,
I thought all you guys had were like passion fruits or some shit.
That's racist.
Is it?
It's tamarindo.
I don't think. I don't think the passion fruit is a race, pal.
We got all kinds of fruits, man. Cantaloupes, mangoes, tamarindo, limoncillos.
Tamarindo.
I mean, there's not a goddamn thing
that's disgusting.
Fruit. I don't think. You know what? I've never seen like actually on a field is like woman. Watermelon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, women. Okay, you want to go that route?
I said a woman. I didn't say women.
Go see why the tourists love going to DR.
I don't even know what that means, bro.
Those Europeans love them some DR. It ain't because of the cantaloupes.
What are all these naked women? Wait, we're here for the cantaloupes.
Yeah, I got them right here. A little muted.
Same first sip, bro. I'm getting the same experience with that first sip. No, I don't even mean that. I mean
now I gotta fly up there and get a fucking fresh Treehouse beer. I am gonna go nuts after this episode. I already know it.
The rubbing alcohol, I'm saying. That like rubbing alcohol sensation.
No, I didn't get that.
First sip, just like the last one.
I'm getting like an old beer taste, like that raisiny fucking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I actually taste the cantaloupe in this.
No, you don't. You're just trying to be. Now you're just being pretentious.
No, I'm being honest.
Listen, there was almost going to be a problem. There was almost going to be a whole other shelf full of Treehouse in my existence. Because I thought that I saw that they had brewed Jalapeno again, which I'm going the next time.
Yeah.
And turns out it was not their official account. It was another account that like posts Treehouse beers that they enjoy.
They're full of shit.
Because I was like, it was during the week I was off, and I was like, fuck, I got to go up there. But they didn't have it.
You don't have to buy a fucking fridge full of beer, buddy.
If I'm going up there, I'm going to make it worthwhile. I need to go up there when they brew. Hopefully, they seem to have been brewing Jalapeno and Habanero Haze. Habanero. Why can't I say this right? Habanero Haze at the same time. I need them to go. I need them to brew the two at the same time.
I don't think I've ever had a spicy beer from Treehouse.
Oh, from Treehouse, you have not.
Yeah.
Those are the two that the only two they've ever made, at least that I'm aware of.
Dude, I'm fucking annoying, man. That fucking spicy beer that I had it when I went to Tampa. Too bad I didn't have them in cans. I think you would have fucking loved that thing. It was fucking spot on.
I like spicy beers.
This one is a lot lighter than the last one, at least. It's easier to drink. It feels almost like, I don't know if that's definitely not their intention, considering this is an 8.0. But it drinks like a session right now. It's pretty light.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the benefits of following up the other one, but this one does drink a little bit lighter than the other one.
It does.
Than Haze Punch.
Yeah. And we went up in ABV, right? Oh, no, just slightly lower. Slightly lower. 0.2% less. Not bad, though. I mean, a lot more muted, the flavors, like I said. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I could taste the cantaloupe because it's not really... It's not a very sweet or fruit forward type of fucking fruit.
I don't know that I've ever had a cantaloupe in my life. Maybe in like one of those mixed fruit cups, and it's one of the things that like I pick out, throw it in the garbage, along with like fucking honeydew, so I can get to the watermelon and grapes and oranges that are in it usually.
Perfect. Yeah. Sounds about right.
So I don't know what I'm tasting here. I mean, I can taste that it's fruity, right? But I can't pick out the individual things. Didn't we talk about this where I said we should just buy a whole bunch of fucking weird fruits and try them and try beers and see if we can combine the two?
Oh, I've tried them all. You're the one that needs to do that.
Okay. So you're telling me right now, if I blindfolded you, and put various fruits in front of you, and I give you one bite, you'd be able to tell what each fruit was?
The majority of it, yes. Unless it's like a star fruit or something that people don't really eat.
Oh, you don't have those in DR?
They don't. I don't think.
I don't even know where star fruits are from. I think they're from. Are they
any normal fruit that you can think of, I can pick it out. 100%.
So you can pick out the difference between a cantaloupe and a honeydew.
100%.
It's a 0% fucking chance. All right, next time
I'll take that bet. I'll put $100 right now that I can.
Do you remember when we tried to do this bet?
I will take the fucking bet. The cantaloupe and a honeydew, 1,000%. You will lose $100.
All right. So
my mom used to eat that and make it 2 to 3 times a week. After
next time we're around each other, I'm going to buy a bunch of fruits and we're going to try this out. Do you remember the magnified bet? Is what I keep trying to say to you. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Or we were like, if we're blindfolded, we could pick out magnified beers from everything else, and we failed every one of them, and then never even released the footage because it was so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's different though.
Okay.
That's beer masked as something else. Like you can't. It's a brewing process. They try to get funny on us, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is good. Let's look forward to this.
Yeah.
So when you come up here so that we can go to Treehouse, I'll buy a bunch of fruit for you to try too.
Yeah, we'll do that before we start drinking.
Yeah, perfect.
So you don't skew my fucking taste buds.
Or you load your cripple ass onto a plane, we'll fly to Colorado. We'll get fruits out. We'll get fruits out there.
First class. Bitch, if I go to Colorado, I want to ski, and I'm not going to be able to ski.
We'll go have the spiciest beer that I've ever had.
Wait, do they put like snowboards on wheelchairs?
You're not going to need a wheelchair, you fuck.
If I'm going down a hill, I'd rather get on a wheelchair than to fucking...
Buddy, if you want to do that, we should go before your surgery, because you're probably going to need more.
No.
After I pull you down some sort of mountain.
I cannot get doing that kind of physical activity right now.
How do you know?
Because I barely fucking walked for 10 hours.
But you can barely ski to begin with, so now I'll bring you down something.
And now you're taking my mobility away on one of my legs.
So when you get hurt further,
I'm going to be going in one direction only. You're going to be like...
That's all you need, baby. Down. That's all you need. And use your left leg to stop instead of your right. So instead of a pizza, you'll just fucking...
break my leg?
Like a one-slicer. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, it'll be like putting a... It's like putting a kickstand while you're... Why are you trying to fucking exactly. without the spring loader that brings it back, so you just get caught and you just flip?
Or you could just do like some little kids do. Frank, just fall to your left.
I can't do that shit no more, boy. My bones hurt. I'm old, baby.
It is funny. I mean, I don't fall when I ski, but the days of like
skier.
The days of like when I'm going down the mountain, I see the big jumps, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit that shit, and then I look at it, I'm like, my knees are gonna fucking hurt when I land, bro. Like
not today.
Who am I trying to impress? I'm not gonna make the Olympics anymore. You know what I mean? Like fuck, I don't need to hit that jump. I'm just gonna keep doing my pretty pattern down the mountain and just enjoy myself.
But wow,
I don't need to get airborne.
He's so graceful. Look at him go down the hill.
Oh, look at it. He's so pretty.
I'll never forget, man. The one and the only time I ever hit a jump, it was the last one, and I learned my lesson. Yeah. Hey, you know what? There is nobody coming down the fucking mountain. It was weird as fuck, dude. It was like meant for me. I'm looking around. I was like, nobody's here. I could land this bitch. Let me try
This is it.
I didn't realize that even though it's only like a 6-7 foot ramp, you're actually like 20 feet when you come out the other end of that thing.
Yeah, because
dude, I've never seen my legs like spring like that before. It's like you decompress a fucking shock all the way. And then, like, you release it and it just takes off. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
And I fucking tumbled and rolled, I don't know, maybe like 10 feet. And I stopped and I did one of these. I'm just like...
Everything's fine. No, thank God.
I got my bitch-ass skis back on. I fucking rolled the last, like, 200 feet. Went straight to the beer, bro. I went straight to the bar. Like, I'm done. And he's like, how was your last run? I was like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was fine. Don't touch me.
Everybody was already done. And I was like, nah, man, I want another run. Fuck this. I come out of here to have fun. I'm still, I'm like that, bro. I like, if I'm out, I'm out. I like to have fun.
Yep.
But I haven't skied, bro. I have to say, like, fuck, dude. The last time I skied is when, remember, we took Jackson. He was a baby.
Yeah, my birthday.
Yeah, that was the last time.
That was fucking, Jesus Christ. That was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
Almost 7. Or it is 7. Because he was, he was barely 1, though.
No, it can't be 7. It was 6.
6.
6 years ago. My birthday 6 years ago. Well, almost 7. It'll be 7 in January.
Yep. Fucking wild.
That's the last time you went?
Yep. It's the last time I went skiing, dude. Pretty sad.
You want to go and you want to ski in Colorado? That's probably not the right idea.
I heard they have some decent like
it's powder.
Powdered mountains, yeah. Like
it's a whole different experience.
It's a different skiing tactic too, right?
Yeah, it's like I've never done it in Colorado, but like apparently it's more you got to actually like pull your legs up out of the snow with each move you make. So apparently it's more tiring for your lower body. I don't know.
Oh, so I'm guessing bad knees would be great for it.
Yeah, it's like it'll be physical therapy.
Yeah, there you
just
go.
like doing running in the pool. It's the same thing.
Okay, cool. I'm for it.
I'm for it.
I'm talking about everything but the beer.
Yeah, literally. Spiraled.
Oh, look, I tried to balance it on its side and it didn't work, but close.
What are you, 15? That's high school shit.
I will say, I'm tasting more of the fruit in this right now. I don't know, there's like a little bit of a candied fruit in there.
Yeah, I said that for the last one, but I think it's more prevalent here.
Yeah.
And so far, 2 out of 2 right now. If you smell it now, too, it smells stickier and sweeter and stuff. And in both cases, I hated the first sip I took. And then as we sit here and fucking yap and it warms up, it's much tastier than it was when we first started.
Agreed.
In both cases.
Yeah. The bitterness is coming out a little bit more now, too, actually. Even though it's sweet.
I find it less in this one than the other one.
I agree. The last one definitely had more of a punch to it, but...
Are you doing that on purpose?
What?
It's the second or third time that you've said that fucking pun. Are you doing that on purpose?
What?
Because it was Haze punch. You were like, it's like a hazy punch, and now you just said it was less of a punch.
No, just...
You doing that and shit on purpose?
No, bitch. I'm describing what I'm feeling, bitch.
You're not getting your pun game on purpose?
Nah,
I was gonna be proud of you.
I'm not that what do you say? That doesn't matter, see? That's the point. See? I'm not
Say no more.
I just flow with it. Whatever comes out, comes out.
That is the truest thing you've ever said. When it comes to communicating with you, sometimes it's just like, just start talking. Whatever happens. That's why the idea of doing like a live stream with you is terrifying, because it's like, who the fuck knows? Who knows what he's going to say?
The camera's on. Yeah, well, I actually can control myself. If I could do it at work, I can do it on live. If you're worried about it, it'll be something that I'll be consciously like thinking about. So I will say this beer wasn't too bad, man. I think I'm gonna give this one.
Oh, you're done, huh?
Oh, I'm done. Oh, you're still drinking. Look at you. I'm thinking about the next one. That's fine.
We were off camera fucking yapping like gentlemen. I didn't realize you had finished your shit.
Yeah,
Can I just tell you before you rate it, that very last sip tasted like an old beer.
Yeah, always.
That very last sip may have just ruined my score. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
So that kind of put me where I'm at right now, because this one, I'm actually going to give it a 3.5 as well. It didn't stand out compared to the last one. It was good. It was just a little not as harsh. Decent fruit flavors there, just a little muted, what you kind of expect by the fruits that were kind of working in there. I will say, I didn't get much of that grapefruit, which you hate so much. So
I didn't either.
That was good for you. Yeah, I'm giving it 3.5, man. I mean, not to say that I'm disappointed, but it's just like I think they're not really standing out right now.
Yeah, so 50% of the way through, that is kind of like a little bit of a disappointing thing that I'm experiencing as well. Nothing like, the first time you ever had a Treehouse, I was like, God damn, and I'm just not having that so far. Yeah. So I was going to go 4 until like the last sip or two. So I'm going to go back to a 3.75. I do like this one a little bit more than the last one.
Yeah.
Everything you said is valid. I mean, it's muted. It's not the punch that you expect. I just found it to be a little bit less
harsh.
Harsh, yeah, that's a good word than the first one.
Yeah,
I liked the kind of the like kind of like sickly sweet. I keep wanting to say thick, but it's not thick. But like the sickly sweet flavor of this one in comparison to the other one. So I like this one a little bit better. So 3.75.
you want it to taste like a beer, but you don't want it to be like a prostitute.
Do I not? In what way do I not want it to be like a prostitute? I'm interested in following this one through.
Not over the top, not very strong. You don't want to have too much strength, and you want to still have her like a little low self-esteem. You know, like,
so I can really degrade you. I don't think I like where that went, Frank. I'm worried about where your mind is going.
Yeah, you said to go further with that one, so there you go. Good thing I brought my water with me.
I was just curious in which way I didn't want it to be a prostitute, because theoretically, if I'm paying, I could have the prostitute be however I want it to be.
You're gonna cut all of this out, unfortunately.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
You can keep that in there. I don't give a fuck. So for this next one, I was kind of
just kind of came
you
talking.
already know when we're getting though, but I always get excited about these beers because you and me go back and forth with this one, with the haze and the green.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime they put extra letters in the beginning of that, it always gets me excited, right? It just brings that emphasis, like, ooh, we're getting the good stuff now. But what's it called? Brandon? Go ahead.
This one is very hazy, but it's not just very hazy. It's triple very hazy.
Triple H. You ever had some Triple H's?
I have. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. You know what's funny about this? It's the triple hazy, right? But it's a double IPA. And if I remember correctly,
it's hopped.
Right, it's triple dry hopped. If I'm not mistaken, is the.
I wonder if that's a good or a bad thing for something that's been sitting longer. Because you got more sugars in there, probably, right? Just kind of decomposing, falling apart. Maybe it'll last longer.
Maybe. This is going to be fun for me because my very, 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 very first time ever experience with Treehouse, when like you lined up in the fucking barn parking lot of Munson, before I even really knew what it was, I went there with the hopes of like, I thought it was like every other brewery, like, oh, we'll stop by, we'll get some Julius. You know, I'd always heard about Julius.
Yeah.
When I got there is when I learned that like, oh no, they brew what they brew and you can get like 3 of every can. And it was Eureka, green, and very hazy, the regular very hazy.
Yeah. And
people in line, it was like you could get 4 of each and you could get 2 of very hazy or whatever it was. Did you see what I just did there? I almost did this move for no apparent reason. Like, I don't have that kind of mustache, but I just went like that.
You ain't got the whiskers.
But people in line were fucking like high-fiving each other and jumping up and down, and I was like, what are we excited? Like I didn't know that very hazy was
Julius.
Like very hazy was like Haze's version of King Julius was for Julius. You know, like they each had their big
successor,
stepbrother or whatever. It's very green and King Julius and very hazy and whatever the other one is. I don't know. But so having the triple very hazy is very exciting for me.
Yeah, like when people are going Julius.
Yeah, Julius. Very hazy. Very hazy. Very hazy is bound to or it had to happen. It's our most Jesus. Am I drunk? Our most beloved beers here at Treehouse are soft, well-rounded, and ridiculously hop-saturated, while balanced by our trademark fluffy mouthfeel. Very Triple Hazy is our most flavorful double IPA, and yet it remains effortless to drink. It tastes like overripe peach nectar, pulpy orange juice, and the most delicious fruit cocktail ever. It's all we could ever hope for, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Very hazy.
You should do
double
ASMR.
IPA, 1 pint can, 8.8% alcohol by volume. So what we're going to do here, folks, is welcome back to our channel. This is Gorilla ASMR. Blech. Oh, you know what, Frank? I'm going to do something you didn't do. I'm going to roll the can here on this one.
I rolled it off camera. Yeah.
I feel like this might be a roll the can type. Speaking of roll the can, you know what I had the other night, just as a little interlude? I had a 450 North beer that was in my refrigerator for far too long, and it held up pretty well. I was scared of it because it's like fruit.
I would not drink that.
I was not going to, but it held up pretty well.
He said, I'm just going to pour it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, you know? It ended up being pretty good. Oh, I love that color, though.
Oh, yeah. That thing, it's a little darker, right?
A little bit darker. The head is bigger, so it's like 2 fingers ahead.
Oh, you poured it like an animal this time, and I did
How
not.
the fuck you dump your shit? You pour every beer you have like a Guinness, and then you talk shit about the way I pour. I poured this one the same way I poured the other ones.
No, you didn't.
It's a big, shut up.
Not.
It's a big, fluffy 2-finger head, white, a little bit off white, but mostly white head, soap suddy.
Yeah, soap suddy.
Better lacing.
Better lacing. Just a little bit of a darker hue. Similar,
yeah, a little bit darker than the last one. It's closer to the first one.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was about to say. Yeah, it's a lot like the Haze Punch. That is fruity and funky.
You know, a little behind baseball, or was it inside baseball thing that people don't know is obviously we take a little bit of a break here because you're pouring some for
the wife,
for your lady, the significant other, and in all that time, my head is still not dissipated. Like it's gone down, of course, but it's still there, pretty thick, still hanging in.
Yeah, mine's is not because I didn't pour like an animal. You know,
married, you're married. You pour everything. I know, I've already used that joke. Yeah, I poured it like a normal human being. Frank.
This time. Maybe not.
See, this smells like candied fucking lemons or some shit. Like,
yeah,
I will say candied citrus, like, but not like orange.
This is the first one that doesn't smell like it's getting old. Also, like there's a little funkiness to it. Like you get a little bit of that raisiny fucking smell in there, but
I don't know if the other two smelled all that old though.
I did. I smelled it. It has that prototypical IPAs fucking going old type shit. I've become a pro on that because Doug had so many bad beers expiring that he just brings over sometimes.
God, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait until you experience the top shelf. That could be the fucking show we do, the live stream. We can do 8 hours of bad beers.
Oh yeah, you want to do the last? It'll be called the last episode ever.
Which one of us goes to the hospital or throws up? I think we should do it.
I think I'll throw up, but you're going to the hospital, but it's not going to be because of the beer.
I'll get you to throw up on camera with all these old beers, and you punch me in my fucking face and break my jaw. Hey, it'll be worth it, bro. We'll put up a charity link. We'll put up a charity link. It's all content. Put it on the gram.
Yeah, he's like, what do you call that? That GoFundMe?
Like, no. I'm not saying for me, dickhead. I'm saying like we'll put up an actual charity link so that the money goes somewhere good while we fucking kill ourselves with rotten beers.
Yeah.
There's one up here that it would make me nervous that we would get a parasite from. Did you ever see you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yeah.
You ever see him drink the like 40-year-old Crystal Pepsi?
No.
Yeah, he does it. He drinks like a 40-year-old Crystal Pepsi.
So he's eating just plastic, drinking plastic.
Well, I don't know.
Cane plastic.
I don't know what the fuck.
Well, no, it was probably in glass if he was 40 years old. It's probably better off.
I know. Well, all right. Well, first of all, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't 40 years old, but like when was Crystal Pepsi a thing? I mean, I was a kid. I was like probably in my early teens, right?
Yeah. You were probably like 10 years old already.
I knew they do. I just opened myself up to a fucking joke. I knew as soon as I said it. Like, well, you're 70 years old now, so
you were just a wee lad going to high school.
Just a twinkle in my mother's eye.
You saw that. Speaking of that little bullshit accent you had, McGregor was set up to fight.
McGregor's not fighting anybody, bro.
Yeah,
he's a fucking. He's a celebrity now. He's a superstar. Yeah. Did you see this asshole partying the other night? That dude is not fighting anybody. I'm surprised. You know what? I'm honestly surprised that
isn't died of a stroke.
Well, that. But like for the way that his bare knuckle group is taken off, I'm surprised he doesn't have one bare knuckle fight. Like to just bring in like some crazy amount of money.
He knows better than to get himself in.
No, I think he would get hurt. But if he really wants to take that shit to the next level, him and Floyd or whatever at a bare knuckle bout.
What Floyd?
I just threw out Mayweather just because
you out of your mind. Floyd ain't jumping in that ring, boy.
Floyd is always like he'll fight him in the octagon. He'll fight him whatever. All right, whatever. So Conor and like fucking Logan Paul in a bare knuckles fight or some shit.
I'd pay for that one.
Logan Paul's not doing that. Logan Paul's making so much money with WWE. He doesn't need to do that dumb shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even box anymore. He just lets Jake do it all now.
Yeah, he's like, my brother got that. I'll just do the promotion.
Of the three, this is the first one that didn't give me that like isopropyl alcohol flavor.
But
no, that's all.
That's all.
Like I'm like we're already off to a good start here. It didn't give me that same that first sip flavor that I've had.
And it's definitely boozier than all the rest. It's definitely like the punginess is there. I'm not saying that I dislike that at all. It's definitely the strongest one, like mouthfeel for me. Didn't taste like alcohol. It just tastes like a heavy IPA. What was the percentage on this one again? It's like almost 9, right?
8.8.
Yeah. I feel like it's citrusy. I feel like it's like a heavy like citra hopped almost on this one for some reason. I don't know why.
You know what it reminds me of? Like a citrus bubble gum. I'm not going to explain it any further than that. This is a very specific gum that I have in my desk at work right now that I chew. And it reminds me a little bit of that. It's like citrus fucking, I don't know. It's by Icebreakers.
Is
it's
it close to like a creamsicle? Like
maybe.
That orange gummy candy?
It's like a light orange container. Yeah. It's by Icebreakers. They're little cubes. I have a grape flavor. Excuse me. And I have something. It's called like Citrus Dream, or it's called Citrus fucking Cream, or whatever the hell it's called. That specific. It reminds me of that specific gum for some reason.
This one has a little bit of like a cantaloupe type flavor to it as well.
Oh, would you stop at the fucking cantaloupe?
I'm being serious.
You're just being a dickhead right now.
I bet you if you look something
cantaloupe is the new fucking tamarindo.
No,
like every show, like, it reminds me of a tamarindo. You ever have that? Every fucking time. Now it's cantaloupe.
No, I'm serious. I bet you they have some type of a honeydew or cantaloupe in this. Without a doubt.
There's no doubt. There's no shot.
Without a doubt.
They have...
you read
peaches.
the label. Yeah, peaches. Maybe peaches like ferment into like a cantaloupe or honeydew.
Well, you would know. I'm sure you have peaches all over DR too, and you've had 100 of them in your lifetime.
Yep,
of course you do. I don't know that I've ever eaten a full peach. You know what I think my problem is? I haven't eaten that much that many fruits. I don't think. Now that I think about it, I've had like apples, oranges, nectarines,
mac
grapes,
and cheese, and
mac and cheese, biscuits,
gravy,
mac and cheese and biscuits. Well, I grew up in the South, brother. There was a lot of biscuits and gravy and grits.
That's what I seen. You looked at me like I was fucking crazy, bitch. Like I know what your staple.
No, it just seemed like a weird. It seemed like a weird reach. I've never in my life had mac and cheese and biscuits. It just seems like a weird. I would try it. I'd have it. I'll have a mac and cheese sandwich on biscuits.
I'm not even a mac and cheese fan. I'll tell you what.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm not a mac. I don't like mac and cheese.
How the fuck is that possible?
Matter of fact, the only mac and cheese, and I'm putting my blast, the only mac and cheese I actually ever liked was the one that Wilka made because she fucking goes all in.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Our friend Ed has been on the show. His wife. Holy fuck. Yeah, that was good. I remember it. As you said it, I'm like, oh, yeah, Wilka put down on some mac and cheese.
Yeah, that mac and cheese is probably the last mac and cheese I could be like, all right, this stood out. I can like this. Because I like cheese, bro, for some reason with the macaroni. It's just, when you get like the Velveeta bullshit mac
the Velveeta ones are disgusting. The Velveeta ones are disgusting.
And it feels like that. It's like just a bunch of, it's like a soup bowl of cheese.
You're not having it the right way. I'm in for either the sawdust fake chemical cheese, Kraft macaroni and cheese, or I'm into like good
gourmet
here
style.
So you can see it. But I'm in for like good, like your grandma makes it from scratch. It takes her hours throughout the kitchen, like bechamel, fucking milk, and the whole the cheese and the whole thing. I'm in I don't fall anywhere in between. I like this end or this end.
Gotcha.
So like the Velveeta ones are the ones that like try to be high end, but they're still boxed macaroni, boxed macaroni and cheese. Boxed macaroni and cheese are atrocious. I hate those.
Yeah, and that's what ruined it for me. You know why? It takes me back to like middle school when they try to serve that shit in the lunchroom. Just like, nah, son, not happening, bruh. But I will say, like I said, Walker's mac and cheese made me a believer again, but now you're chasing that. You know what I mean? And you're fucked. You're not gonna get that in most places. So it ain't happening.
Yeah, brother. You know the way that I think we could capture this is we could make one of these like homemade mac and cheeses and like smoke it. Or smoke the cheese beforehand or something. There's a way to take that kind of gourmet mac and cheese and do a little Frank's barbecue kind of way.
Can you do Gouda?
Yeah, of course. Do whatever cheese you want, guy. Cheddar, Gouda, and something, or fucking, whatever. I like Gouda cheese. You know what's weird? Gouda cheese is like a new thing for me, which sounds ridiculous because, I'm like middle-aged at this point.
And white.
Middle-aged and white and crazy. But Gouda was not a cheese that I used to enjoy.
You say Gouda?
Gouda. That's how white people say it. That's how we say it with our culture.
Gouda.
I prefer the Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese is a relatively like new thing for me. Where I'm like, oh,
It's. I think
this.
for most people too. Like I think I started eating that maybe like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it's probably about that for me too.
When the Wegmans starting to pop up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when that more high-end
joking.
supermarkets have it available. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's probably what it is.
They had that Goudois. The Goudois cheese. Wow, this one's delicious. This one held up more than all the other ones when it came to it. Like, I can still taste the majority of the fruit in there, and actually the bitterness mellowed down a little bit, and it's much fruitier than it was before.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that this one is the best tasting of the. I mean, I don't want to,
so far,
but so far of the other two, that this one is by far the best. It is 2 weeks older or newer. Than the
is
other
it?
Two.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. The other two were brewed in the beginning of June. This one was brewed in the second week.
I wonder what this episode would be like if we recorded it when we said we were going to.
Be like, all of these are so amazing.
Oh, by the way, I wonder how much different your beers are from mine, considering that they were shipped too, by legal means, to my house.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, every professional in the world is going to tell you that cold hot doesn't really affect beer. That was always a myth. It's the light getting to them is the problem.
Yeah, which it's in cans.
So I don't know if it's any different, honestly.
Are you enjoying this one, Doug?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit. You savoring the moment on this one?
This is like when I have the Treehouse experience, I'm looking for this beer.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, it's just boozy enough that you know you're drinking kind of a heavier beer.
Yeah.
But it goes away right away, and that like fruity, candied fruit flavor takes over right behind it.
Absolutely.
So fucking good. This is when I want to have a Treehouse beer. This is what it is.
Imagine fresh. Like just
I don't know that this one's going to be. I mean, well, maybe, but this one tastes like it's fresh.
Yeah,
almost.
it still tastes
this
pretty good.
tastes like Haze almost.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'll give you that. God damn it! I need a trip up to Treehouse right now. I'm a little upset. We haven't been able to get a beer of his Night Shift brewery for a while.
I haven't had a Night Shift in years, and I really like them. But it's a weird thing because every time I go up there, or even every time I go to like upstate New York or whatever, Night Shift is even here. Night Shift is everywhere, like in coolers, like in stores and stuff. But like I don't buy them. Like I don't know. Like I want to go to the brewery again.
Yeah, I hear you. I can't even remember. Like I can't picture the brewery again right now.
I can't either. I can picture the parking lot, but I can picture it. I can picture it. We parked.
Wait. Is that one at like a dock? No. It was like an all black.
It made me pause because
I can remember the bar. I just got to
come in the door, right? And like you come in the door, and then it like all opens up to the side. Yep. So like you come in, you cut a right, and it's like a whole big long bar, and like. Yep. They had everything up on the thing. Well, they all have them all up on here.
No, but I remember that bar specifically. Like I can actually picture it right now.
I think it's the first place we went when we went on that trip that we were talking about. Like we popped in there. It was I think it was an early, like either the first or second spot we went to. I just got pictures and memories of that trip after we were talking about it.
No shit.
Yeah, like Frank and I went on this trip, and like it's like my trunk is full of beers, and it was pictures of Two Roads, Night Shift, Blue Hills, like some other shit. All of them were in there.
No. We still got to make a trip to that fancy ritzy Treehouse place.
Well, they have I think 4 or 5 located. Cape Cod.
The one at Cape Cod, yeah.
They have one in Sandwich, one in Deerfield, one in Cape Cod, one in Charlton.
Yeah, what's that? I'm not mistaken. The one in
Tewksbury.
The one in Cape Cod has like that big gazebo thing, right? Like on the water, almost close to the water.
Yeah, I think so. But the one in Tewksbury apparently is no. Either Tewksbury or Sandwich apparently is really super nice too.
It looks like a country club. I've seen the pictures on that one.
Well, I don't know. They bought a golf course in one of these spots.
Yeah.
And they're taking that over, like a 9-hole golf course that they're going to incorporate into the whole thing.
That's pretty dope.
It's amazing to see how they've expanded from when the first time I ever went there when they were in Muncie. It's crazy.
Whoever their fucking marketing or business advisor, bro, they're making money hand over foot, and they're reinvesting in themselves as well, which is kind of cool. They're not just like, oh yeah, we got the best beer, keep it simple. They're they're taking risk, and and they're buying acres and acres of land to make their own fruits, to harvest, to put in their beers. And don't they have like almost like a cider or a bullshit division where they're like making like all these project beers and shit like that?
I don't know about cider, but they're making their own liquors.
Yeah,
or at least or mixed cocktails or something like that. And they have, they do more stouts and porters and those kinds of things
they
than they used to.
Yeah, 100%.
We should. I didn't even think. I mean, we don't like the style, but we should do like a dark beer Treehouse episode at some point, like the stouts and porters of the world.
So you want to ruin our
yes.
experience of Tree? Okay,
yes.
We could do that.
Man. All right, yeah. Slug that down, Frank. I'm going high on this one, brother. I'm going to go 4.5. 4.5. This is, like I said before, when I have the Treehouse experience, I want to have this experience. The alcohol is there, but it disappears right away. It's followed up by like the candy, thick, fruity fucking flavors that comes from these beers. When you talk about the good things that you get from a Treehouse beer, it's this beer for sure. So, 4.5.
I'd have to agree. I was going to say a 4.5 as well. This one brought me back to like one of my first experiences out there. And the fact that this one's a triple dry hop, which I don't think... I mean, that doesn't add to the booziness of it, obviously. But it had some dankness to it. I thought it was going to be a lot more. But like you said, it just kind of mellows out and all the fruit flavors come out. It was like a perfectly balanced beer, in my opinion. This is very good.
Was. Balanced is a great word. And I wonder if it, like, who knows? Maybe it would have been more hop forward or more crazy or whatever fucking 2 months ago. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it is definitely balanced. It's a great word for it now.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Next!
All right. So that's the show. No, I'm just kidding. So let's see. Let's dive into the fourth one. I'm excited about this fourth one.
Yeah.
All right, Frank. Last out of the Gorilla Shack. What is it? It's the star of the show.
The star of the show. And I don't know why this one always gets, like, put on a pedestal. Even though we've had beers that kind of stand out more than this God name right here. But it is Almighty Julius.
Not just Julius.
Almighty
Julius, which is interesting because the Julius family has Julius, King Julius, and Emperor Julius, which I didn't even know was a thing.
And triple dry hop Julius.
This is, I mean, well, we've already said a million times that we're dating ourselves here. But they brewed this for their anniversary. When I went there in June, it was their anniversary. So Almighty Julius was brewed for, as far as I know, was brewed for their anniversary. And actually, Frank, in that box that I sent you should be the actual like anniversary beer.
Oh, is that what that other one was?
Yeah, it should be. It's just like a couple of digits, like 12 or 13, whatever the fuck it was, 11, 12, 13, whatever. That's their anniversary beer.
I fucked up.
For.
I should have put that in here.
Ah, it's fine.
Okay.
So Almighty Julius.
Almighty Stand.
It's a triple IPA, 1 pint can, 9.4% alcohol by volume. Julius, a trend-breaking IPA and flagship in our lineup, is a beer we hold in deep revere. A paragon we approach with awe and respect with each passing turn of the brewhouse. Who writes this shit?
I know, some fucking dweeb.
He's a nice guy. We've met him. Without Julius, there is no Treehouse. And without Treehouse, there is no Julius. We are deeply grateful to it for bestowing upon us the cherished opportunity to pursue creative endeavors beyond our wildest dreams. So with the utmost care, behold Almighty Julius, a triple IPA rendition of our benchmark. The Almighty is crafted with paramount attention to detail and the admiration for what came before it. It builds upon our past by encompassing years of toil, representing the legacy we wish to leave behind and the magic we aspire to continue as long as we are able. Most importantly, we crafted to live up to the goodwill you have granted us since our earliest days. The Julius family is a cornerstone to our endeavors at Treehouse, endeavors that have seen us through hardship, friendship, life, and business in ways we could not have imagined starting out. We can't fathom a better way to celebrate 11 fortunate years than with this progressive beer representing the Treehouse spirit at its core. We hope you enjoyed in good health and good spirits, and we thank you for your fervent support of our brewery.
God damn, son.
That is a lot to post on the side of a fucking can. It's like, and it's a triple IPA.
Yeah. By the way, it's a
triple IPA, hazy, 9.4% alcohol by volume.
Just a nice little, what do you call that? A nightcap. A little nightcap.
Yeah, it's a nightcap, right? It's gonna put you to night.
I just poured a little. Motherfucker.
The panic is perfect. The panic was on camera.
I'm gonna lick it off the table.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Did you give the wife the very hazy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
You have short-term memory there, sir.
No, I don't remember the specific. I don't remember what's in, what's not. Oof. Look at it. Perfect.
This thing is...
Finger and a half. Bigger half and of head, and like almost like an not off white, but it's like it's an off white head, but with like a little bit of like almost like an orange tint to the head.
This is like a fresh squeezed orange juice. This one, 100%.
Yeah, it looks like naturally fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yeah, with the pulp.
With the pulp. I like some pulp.
Some pulp.
Looks like I guess we already said orange juice, but this is like a dark orange juice.
Yeah, it's like a god pissed in your glass.
God? Like God himself?
A god, yeah, a god.
Which god would be pissing fucking thick orange juice?
Hop god.
Hop god.
Yeah.
The god of the harvest.
God of hops, yeah. God of irrigation and harvestation.
What would they call him? I guess Julius is what they would call him, right?
Yeah, probably call him Julius.
Are you just not even gonna sniff? It's all right.
I'm sorry. I lost track. We could delete that.
Okay. Hey, listen, it's fine.
Not for anything, bro. This one looks dark. Like I just took it out. Like I'm typically standing up here, but I just sat it down on the desk here. That thing looks dark.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a light situation here because obviously I changed the lighting a little bit. But even if like you can still you can still see. Am I drunk? You can still see it's fucking. It is really dark.
Yeah.
Really murky. Really
murky
hazy.
As fuck.
Like orange swamp water.
And it smells delicious.
It smells delicious. It smells like candied fucking...
Yeah, candied everything.
Candied paradise.
It's like they just took every fruit, just candied it, threw it in there. But like, you know what? We're gonna sugarcoat the hops too and throw it in the batch before we do that.
Yeah, literally.
Just sprinkle some crack on it, you know?
Put some...
Just sprinkle some crack. That's what they do. That's why the Julius is good. I think that's the real reason.
Put some crack in it?
Yeah. I mean, well, they're not in Oregon, so I guess that wouldn't work out legally, but...
No, they're in Massachusetts. Equally as,
Yeah.
Progressive. The same type of attitude.
Yeah. But for our pleasure,
you already went into it, so let me drink. I mean, what can you say? That first, so this one had not as bad, but it had the first sip gave me the same feeling as the first two that we had.
And then immediately,
like a punchy, like alcohol-y shot, like the first thing, which I didn't get with the very hazy.
Did not.
No. I'm not saying it's bad. It's better in this one than it was in the other two.
Correct.
But I didn't get it with the very hazy.
But it's also almost 10%.
Yeah, well, that's true. This is a stronger beer.
And the fruit did come out pretty strong after that, too. You know, like, you still get that sweet candy flavor on there. It is hoppy as well, though. It's actually very hoppy.
It is hoppy.
Yeah. But this is kind of what I like, though. This is more in my wheelhouse. Like, I like to really... If you're going to go ahead and spend all that money and travel up there, and they're like, you know what?
It's true.
We're going to charge you this much for a beer. This will be worth the trip. Like... Something like buying a premium bottle of liquor, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You're not the right person to talk about with that because we're at a nice brewery drinking nice beers, high-end beers. I say to your beautiful wife, fuck is Frank? He left. He walked down the street to see if he could buy a bottle of liquor at the liquor store. What the fuck? Do you remember that? We went to a brewery that had the food truck festival.
Yeah, but it was food truck festival.
I know, but it was fucking real nice beers and stuff there, too. You were just gone. You came back with a bottle from, like, a store down the street.
No, because I saw they had it in stock. I was like, I'm going to take this home with me.
You're notorious for this move, though, where, like, I turn around, like, where the fuck is Frank? He's going to buy a different level of alcohol somewhere else. Like, oh, all right.
Listen, it's Gorillas of Booze, not Gorillas of Beer. So,
no, I agree. So
I was like, you know what? They have it in stock. I'm going to go get that bitch. You know what I mean? So, and I got it. It was.
What was it? That was what the fuck was that? Was it Tampa Bay Brewing Company? No, that was
hell no. That was fuck, dude. What was the name of that place?
We were in Tampa, weren't we? Or were we in Orlando?
No, we were in Orlando. That was Orlando.
You're right. That was Orlando. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was a cool spot too. Actually, they had some great beer.
Yeah, it was fucking packed. You remember it took forever to get beers.
It took forever. But
what's the name of that place? They had Cholo Dogs there.
Cholo Dogs was
one of the food trucks.
And we ate like animals too that day. We were just like, fuck, try this too.
Yeah, the standard move where I can do one or the other. Start eating like an animal. I'm like, well, I guess I'll stop drinking.
But we didn't, though. We kept drinking.
I know. Yeah, I forced it down. What fucking brewery was that?
Fuck.
All right, it's not important.
Not important.
I mean, it's
somewhat important. Oh, dude, it's heartbreaking. Actually, that fucking brewery down by me, they actually shut down.
Which one?
The one that I was kind of
Wolf Branch?
not Wolf Branch. The one that was kind of more homey. It was Mac and Whitney's. It was called.
Oh, Mac and Whitney's. Yeah. Did I meet you over there?
Yeah, they shut down.
Did they?
Yeah, they didn't get.
I gotta be honest. They didn't seem that like.
No, they didn't have progressive beer. But I like the. What sucks is like when you create a relationship with the owners and stuff.
No, I like the place. Like I like the vibe and stuff in there.
Like you want to see them do good, but it didn't work out. So Wolf Branch worked out. This area is pretty tough for that. Like you got to be a real beer fanatic to really be like, oh, keep it stand. But Wolf Branch is doing pretty well though. And they got two. They have
more than one location though.
Yeah, they have two. Yeah.
The place I went to, I don't remember which of the two locations, but I went there. You were still working, right? Yeah, you were still working. Yeah. So I went there just to kill time. The one I went to was nice. It was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Super cool bartender. She was very helpful with everything and told me other places to go and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I had a good time at Wolf Branch.
Orlando has some good breweries though too.
Orlando does.
Yeah.
And we always come back to Tactical when we're talking about Orlando. But.
Tactical.
I hate when we talk about Florida.
Right
all right.
That's it right there.
When we talk about Florida, all that makes me do is want to jump on a plane. So we got to stop. We got to talk about somewhere else. Let's talk about...
pick a spot that you don't want to go to a brewery and then jump on
I want to go everywhere, though. Yeah. So. Vegas.
Lambo trip, cross country. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Ohio got something worth going to.
It does. I can tell you. I've been there twice.
I know.
Vegas. Let's go to Vegas. UFC Fight Week. Let's do it.
All right, I'll sell all my possessions so we can afford that one.
I'm just kidding. I know when you and I are never going anywhere.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I like to lock you down on camera so that I can play it back. Like, you told me.
I never said when. I said I would. We will eventually.
You'll be happy to hear this, Frank. I have 2, maybe even 3. I think it's 3 now. Beautiful, fresh weeks of vacation available to me. Ready to go.
Paid?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to take that. That's like a bonus.
I do. I take them every year.
Oh, look at you.
Man, this is pretty good.
It is. Especially after that initial sip.
Yep. Once you let it. So, all right. So, So clearly the beers here, or the thing with these beers here is you got to let them open up a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to let them warm up. You got to treat them like a porter. Let it get to not room temperature, but let it get a little bit of let it get a little warm.
If you would have said like
warm up a little bit,
bourbon or something, but
porter. Well, you know what I mean. Porters, you want to let them. You don't want to drink them ice cold.
Ice cold. Actually, I don't want no fuck. I'd rather drink a porter like maybe 10 degrees above freezing, just on
so you can't taste it
on a hot day. So you just like drinking like old coffee.
It's strange because you like coffee. I don't.
I do like coffee, but my coffees are fucking delicious.
I like coffee ice cream.
Okay,
which is probably like if I have to drink a stout, I'll drink a pastry stout because it's like as close as you can get to coffee ice cream.
It's like a dessert, right?
Right, like a dessert stout. Like you remember we went to that Stout Fest in Sigmeister Brewing in Hackettstown?
Yep.
And my favorite one was like a fucking cinnamon churro, fucking I don't remember what it was.
It was delicious.
But it was like it's like tea, it's like drinking dessert.
I will say though, that the hangover from that day.
Yes, was not.
It was very different.
Different's a great word.
It was very different. Let's say
it was very something.
We're like, oh yeah, they're all 10%ers or higher. Okay, cool. No big deal. We've done this before. We're champs.
I felt like a vampire getting out of his coffin the next day, bro. I felt awful that next day.
Still good. Still good at this moment.
I lost my hat because I'm sweating to death.
Yeah, look at you. Still good at this moment. Like right now.
Man, this one is not falling off at all.
No.
This one, it might be getting better as it's warming up.
I agree.
Oh, well, I think we've already said that. But
I feel like there's more complexity just opening up actually on the beer itself. Like there's different flavors just coming through for some reason. Still candied even like now that it's warmer, it's still kind of like a candied, like no bitterness, no weird mouthfeel.
No.
It's actually very good.
Yeah, almost no bitterness at all, bro. It's just like sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, fruity. Man. If you go back and smell it again too, it smells more dank than it did before.
It's fruitier than Doug for sure. It's pretty good. Look at that, ha.
Suck a dick.
Yes, bitch.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yes, you are.
We're not doing that. We're not gonna talk about the $1 million hair.
You fucking wannabe Matthew. Actually, you know you got that haircut like Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right.
Like DiCaprio.
Huh?
That's a DiCaprio haircut right there for sure.
DiCaprio and what?
I don't know. If like DiCaprio did a cameo in Boardwalk, that's what he would look like.
I can't help it, okay?
I know,
I can't help it.
You got good hair, bro. Flaunt it.
I don't know what to do with it, so it's in like this weird like I keep it long, but I keep the sides short. But like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to like, and I'm inadvertently trying to bring back like a 1930s hairstyle.
Yeah. Doug.
Yes.
You
got me.
I need another Almighty Julius shipped to me pronto.
I don't think I have another Almighty. I have a.
Is that one of those they give you like 2?
I think I have a king. No, I got like 3 of these. I think.
Okay, that's a weird fucking number to sell people.
No, because you've been recently enough that you can get mix packs and stuff. Like the various Juliuses and stuff, I got it in a mix pack. It was like 3 Almighty Juliuses, 2 Julius, 2 King Julius, 3 Alter Ego, like whatever the fuck it was.
Oh man, Alter Ego, I like those too. Those are pretty good.
That's technically part of the Julius family, Alter Ego.
Okay.
I forget what it is, but it's like the recipe of Julius, and they do something else to it or something. I forget what it is.
They flip and reverse it.
Exactly. Lot of mercy.
God damn, son. That shit was good. I know you're still sipping on it, but...
Are you done?
Oh, yeah. 100%. I'm going to go get that regular Julius while you go finish that.
If we can keep drinking. I'm off tomorrow. You're not.
I'm not.
Do you realize that we've been on here for 2.5 hours?
I could be sick, yeah. I know we're going to have a lot of banter that you're going to have to clear out, but...
Listen, we can go all night. I don't give a fuck. I got whatever 12 you have. I have the same ones.
I don't have 12 beers.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. 100% do not. I checked the doors on the panel.
You had 4 and 4 were 8 for sure, and then I think I dumped. No, you for sure had 12. You had 12 because there was 12 spaces in the box, and I put your original 8 that I was going to send you in a different box, and I was like, oh, I have this box, and then I put 4 more in. You 1,000% have 12. If you have less than 12, either your wife or your father drank some.
I'm fucking somebody up. You gonna finish that bitch?
Yeah, we'll finish right now.
The only thing I'm having after this is Scope. Ooh.
Did you say Scope?
Yeah, Scope.
Like mouthwash?
Yeah, mouthwash.
Before you go to bed?
Yeah, son. I can't go to the job tomorrow with like hot breath.
I got news for you, dickhead. It's gonna come out of your pores, not your breath.
Well, that's true too. But it's actually cool down here, so I'm not gonna be sweating a lot, so I'll be all right, I think.
Cool is a matter of opinion. All right, Frank, what do you think? Go ahead.
Oh shit, dude. You know what? It's kind of weird though. I'm actually gonna put this one the same as the Haze at 4.5, just on a different spectrum. It was damn good. Actually, I'd hate to think that I'm undershooting it just because I don't know how fresh or not fresh it is. But as it is right now, I still give it a 4.5. It probably would be a 5.0, probably a fresh fucking beer. Maybe 2 weeks old than when it's brewed. Sitting in my fridge.
5 is a lot to say.
It is. And I haven't given that often. So 4.5, it's fucking, the taste was good beginning to end. Like you said, it was a little hard, like a little bite in the beginning. And after that, it was fucking smooth sailing the whole way through. Fruity, tasty, candied, boozy as well. Like it was just,
yeah.
I hate to say it again, but it was balanced, but just like on another level. It really was.
Yeah, I agree. So everything you like about Julius, but like turned up a notch.
Yeah.
Like I said, but it seems like an hour ago. That first sip had that little bit of like rubbing alcohol flavor or feeling to it, but it went away instantaneously compared to the first 2 beers that we had. Good fruit flavor, good like sweetness, good thick, like thick mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Again, everything you like into a Treehouse beer, and I'm gonna go. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go 4.5 also. So that's kind of the thing now, right? Tough one.
It is.
So quick recap. Yep. So we started with Haze Punch.
Chill. Right in the mouth.
Seems like a lifetime ago where Frank took a load of Haze Punch right in his mouth. Then we moved on to your most cherished future memories are happening right now, which is true. Frank and I are creating memories together. we're having these cherished moments together, even though, he doesn't want to hang out with me. And then we moved on. Third in the third out of the sack here was Triple Very Hazy.
Yep.
Triple Very Hazy, the very beautiful white and purple aesthetic. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then we finished up here with the Almighty. The Almighty Julius. God himself came down and bestowed this nectar upon us.
Pissed in it.
Almighty Julius. Pissed in it with his hop and fruit-flavored urine.
Just dehydrated, pouring it into a glass so it's nice and murky.
So we come to the big moment, Frank, with your murky piss.
Yeah.
I think we can eliminate the first two. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm guessing
agreed.
that you and I probably are both going to eliminate the first two,
Yeah.
right? So it comes down to the Triple Very Hazy and the Emperor Julius, or the Almighty Julius.
Oh, fuck, dude. Who's going first?
I don't know.
I'll go first.
Want to flip a coin? You can go first.
I'll go first. So, and the only reason I'm picking this one, and it's kind of like, oh, of course. But I'm going with the Julius for a couple reasons. I feel like the Julius, although it had a little bit more of a snake bite compared to the Hazy, it's almost a 10%er. And it was very easy to drink, in my opinion. It had all the sweet tones that the Very Hazy did. Other than the initial snake bite, which the Hazy did not have, I think that one's more balanced, like right from the get. I thought towards the end it was going to change. The flavors to me didn't really taper off at all. And you actually got more complexity with the beer as you went on with it. And it was a fucking solid fucking beer. I really do think the Almighty Julius, and I feel like a homer now because everybody's like, oh, everybody sucks Julius dick, but this was actually very good beer, and they do it for a reason. I feel like they do it on purpose. They're like, all right, we got to keep this one on the pedestal, and I think they hit it out the park with that one, honestly.
I agree. So for some reason, I was convinced you were going to pick the Very Hazy, and I was going to pick the Almighty Julius and you touched on a very important thing. They both excuse me, they both drink similar, like they're both easy to drink.
Yep.
Good fruit flavors, this, that, all of it is like here. But this is almost a 10%. And it drinks like it's much easier to drink.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm going with the Julius also.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, the two of them are so close for me. Like, to be honest, like they're neck and neck.
Yeah, they're
for
neck
me.
to neck. Yeah, 100%. Both very
But
solid
like
beers.
this is so much more of a heavier beer, and it drinks so much easier, or at least as easy as the Very Hazy.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it held up just a touch better than the Very Hazy too.
Yeah, towards the end.
So on a very, very slight, just edges it out. I go with the Julius over the Hazy. I was convinced you were going to pick the Hazy, and I was going to have to be like, well, unfortunately, Frank, while I like the Hazy. But so there you go. So we both picked the Almighty Julius, the big winner.
Almighty Julius.
There is no bad choice between the two, and frankly, there's no bad choice between any of these four, to be honest.
I agreed. Yeah, they were all pretty good. Well done.
All right then, Frank. This has been a marathon. We have obviously people won't know this because it'll get edited much more concisely, but this has been 2 hours and 44 minutes.
Yeah.
This might be a record. This might be the longest episode that we've ever recorded at this point.
No.
No, I think it is.
Think so?
There's no way. I don't think we've recorded an almost 3 hour episode. I don't think there's any chance.
I'll blame Nina because I had to pour her beer.
Although, you know what? That's not true. Back in the old days when there were four of us, we did a lot. Because I remember, like, it's unfortunate that Jay's going to have to edit all this. When it was the four of us rocking on the couch, we definitely recorded some episodes. They were probably about 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Perfect. Look, you're standing tall on me again. See?
No, well, no. I'm just trying to get situated. I'm just,
yeah. Big-headed bitch.
So, big-ass pumpkin head. All right, so let's get out of here. Unless you want to, anything you want to add here, Frank? Or
I'm thirsty.
You can't say that because we'll just keep the shit rolling. We'll do a 6 hour episode. We joked about how unfortunately we can't do an 8 hour episode. We'll put an 8 hour episode together right now if you want. I'm off tomorrow.
I don't need to sleep either, you know.
No, you need to sleep. You're old as fuck. I'm good to go, baby. I'll keep going. I'm a night owl.
Yeah,
I got nothing to do tomorrow. I'll be up all night.
We'll see how that goes before. I'm tired.
I don't turn into Napoleon Dynamite. Is that what?
I'm tired.
Tina, eat your hand.
I drew a liger.
All right. After that, fairly successful. Oh, so here's the big question, Frank. After all that, how do you think these held up? We're 4.5 months away from their brew dates. All four of them. How do you think they held up? Like as a group?
They held up okay. They held up okay. I feel like.
Do you think the first two held up worse than the last two? Do you think they all held up the same?
I think the second one probably was the most muted of them. They probably took the biggest hit. The first one still had enough punch to it that kind of fucking like.
You're definitely doing it on purpose.
No, I didn't do it on purpose, but
the pun game is definitely on purpose.
But it definitely had the more bite, and it didn't fall off as much as far as like the punginess to it. So I don't know. It's tough to say, man. But I would like to revisit these with a fresh batch one day and see what the difference was. But
I for sure would like to at least have the your hopes and dreams are lost at sea deal due to the overwhelming weight of our own expectations or whatever the fuck. What was this called?
you just did your own poem there.
Yeah, your most cherished future memories are happening right now. I would like to have that one, and I'm guessing I'm never going to brew that one again. And Haze Punch again to see what those taste like fresh, like right off the line.
Correct.
I don't know that the Very Hazy and the Almighty Julius are going to taste all that different. They might, but I think that these two were strong enough and big enough beers that they held up.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Agreed.
So
more product in that bitch. I think the triple hop. I don't know. Did they say how many times the Almighty was? Probably not. Right?
No.
Like, no.
And that whole fucking paragraph that they wrote. No, they didn't. They didn't say anything about the actual process.
No, they were just like, let me write a poem so you'll never forget how long this was on a can.
That's right.
And you should be more impressed on how much letters we were able to put on a label.
Look how intelligent we are and well thought out.
Yes.
So, all right then. So there you go. So we think they held up okay. Probably should have had them a little sooner, but all things considered, it was still a Treehouse experience.
Absolutely.
And, worth the price of admission. So
agreed.
All right, so follow us everywhere you can find us on social media. At Gorillas of Booze on Instagram, at Booze Gorillas on Twitter, at Booze Gorillas on Facebook, at Gorillas of Booze on, what's the dancing app? TikTok.
Dancing app. There's no longer that. By the way, can we,
really.
quick thing about TikTok. It just turned into like a shopping center. It's like
totally everything's about the TikTok.
It's
shop
about
now.
QVC. There's like no more girls dancing, which I think is great for society, but horrible for viewing pleasure. Oh fuck, dude. But yeah,
everything. Follow our TikTok shop. TikTok shop.
Do you like a steamer? Yes.
And every video now is like, I tried the viral. No, not everything is viral. You fucking nitwits.
Yeah, right.
I tried the new viral mac and cheese recipe. It's not viral. It's just not. It's just not viral. Anyway, at
Platano for life.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna be over here. You're probably gonna be over there.
It's always this way. I don't know.
It switches every time. Whichever way I point, it's the other way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it switches every time. If you go look, you're like, it switches every time. It must be whoever's video renders first. I'm guessing. So
probably mine.
That's why I can't do the whole video like this, right?
Yeah.
Because like you might not be here. So, like, what do you think, Frank? Anyway,
what
at
do you say,
for
Johnny?
life.
Are you giving me your back, you piece of shit?
Take that shit. You know what I mean? Power top. At Platano for life on Instagram. At Doug GoB on Instagram. At Hopped Up Network on Instagram. Hopped Up Network. HoppedUpNetwork.com, the home of beer-based podcasts. And that is it. You know, we talked about it last time, I promise. We're going to figure out some way to put together like a long-term, like an 8-hour fucking live stream drink-a-thon. We're going to figure this out, I promise. It's a good idea. We're going to figure it out.
It is a good idea.
So,
and Doug,
all right, Frank, until next time.
He's going to drink about a beer an hour, which is going to suck. He's going to be like, I got to pace myself.
You are a sprint. I'm a marathon. It's always been that way.
Yeah.
You try to get as much in your system as quickly as possible, and then you become a sloppy mess. And I drink slow and steady and drink all day long.
Never sloppy mess.
I know.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. All right, Franco.
No fuimo.
We'll see you. We're us. You're you, and we're fucking out of here.
Thank you.
See ya.